And I always kind of, like, I knew you did something with tokophobia, and I listened to your podcast, and I've heard a lot about you, and I followed you for a while, but I couldn't really understand what was it you were doing. And it kind of sounded a bit strange. I couldn't grasp my head around this, that it would make so big change. And even when I was pregnant with my second child, I read half of your book, but this fearless birthing book, but I just couldn't get my head around what was actually. It's like I couldn't get the pieces together. And when we did the training, and when you mentored me, and also when I did the head trash clearing course, the pieces fell together, and I could see and I could feel the difference. But maybe I didn't really believe it was possible, or didn't quite understand, is it really this simple? There must be something strange going on here.
Yeah.
This is probably too easy for me, or this is not for blah, 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 something doesn't fit me, or this is maybe for someone else who are not that advanced, or are more advanced, or not, just not for me. And then all of a sudden came with this, I had this, I'm going to work with her now. And then when I realized I was doing the head trash, I had so much resistance, I didn't want to do it. And then I started doing it, and I was like, this is just brilliant. I wonder why I didn't do that like 4 years ago.
So Inge, you're a mentor for people. Can you just tell us a little bit about how you mentor people?
Yeah, so my passion is in women who's preparing for birth and that have tokophobia, because I had that myself, just like you did, Alexia. We have some similar stories going on. And the things I have been doing is educating and really helping these women to understand themselves better. So instead of going out for information about birth, going in to see what is already there and how is this contributing to how I feel about the situation I am in. And I also have been using a technique called theta healing, which is more the intuitive, where I have to read you. I read you intuitively and we work together, but you need me to get it done. If you're not gonna, you could do it yourself, but it's gonna be a bigger training. And that's why I like this so much, because I feel that it is so important to help to free people, and especially women, from their own limiting beliefs, because we need to create massive change on this planet. And that's where I think the head trash clearing method is essential, because it is so easy, so not anything psychic abilities, anything. It's just very plain and easy to do, and with a minimal amount of training you can do it yourself. And I think if you always have to go to someone else, if you become dependent on me to clear your fears and to live the life you want to live, I don't think that is for the greater good. You have to be dependent. You have to know and have the power within you to do the changes needed to live the life you want to do. And it is absolutely necessary to have a mentor or someone to guide you at parts of your journey, because that's going to make it go so much smoother, so much quicker. But it is a mentor. It is not someone who's there doing the work for you on every step of your journey, because you're going to do that yourself. And that is a lot more empowering than always having to go to someone.
So you're going to add, you've decided, having had your experience of using head trash yourself, you now want to train and use head trash with your clients.
Absolutely, yes. Without doubt. So I said, I want to create massive change. And I feel it's so unfair that because I had tokophobia, it's like I was anxious, which is, it's not really a good thing to be anxious, is it? Anxious and depression, well, that sounds like something that you make up in your mind. It's not really all the associations toward it. And I feel it's really unfair, because my anxiousness came from fears and came from experiences and ideas that I didn't do myself, that I learned through my environment, but I didn't know how to do something with it. And I didn't know how to become aware of it. And the head trash clearing method is both it has helped me to become aware of it, but also given me the power to actually, when I've seen what's going on, do something with it. Because it's kind of powerless to know what's going on, but you have no idea how to get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's a terrible situation to be in.
Yeah.
And then you have to go to this other person or psychiatrist or blah, blah. There are many different, but you have to go to someone to get the power to get rid of it. That is not empowerment.
No. So you want to use this with your clients and then help them so they can just carry on that journey themselves and carry on clearing their stuff.
Yeah, in my world, this is about creating the mothers that are supporting the children that is actually going to change the planet. And you have to do that from a place of freedom within. And you are not free if you are controlled by your subconscious ideas, your fears, and all this shit you have going on. Then you are not free. And you are sending that to your children, and they will pass it on to their next generation until someone stops up and release it. And you know, how many trainers would we need if you need one person to help someone with this all the time? If I would need someone all the time, you know, that would be 20% of your job, Alexia. Yeah, you would only have room for 5 people like me, and we would have so many. It's just not sustainable. That you always have to go to someone else to do this. You have to be able to manage it yourself, and then have the support of someone who's gone that path before you to help you shed some light on what's working and not working.
And that's the great thing. But that's what I like about the head trash method as well, is that I can do clearances with my clients, but also they can do clearances themselves, and I just have to tell them what to do. And it means that the work we can get done during our time together is just so massive compared to what you get done if it was just me doing all the clearance.
Yeah.
And that's what's exciting. And I can see you get excited.
It excites me so much. And I live in Norway, so I have my heart goes out to the Norwegian women. That's where I feel my biggest work is right now. And the liberation when you are free from your ideas, from your fears. There are always 2 sides to every story, at least 2 sides. And when it comes to being limited in your role as a mother, as a woman, not being able to do all the things you like to do, well, many places around the world, there is social structures in place that hold you down. But I've noticed in Norway, we have not that many of those. We have a few, but not that many compared to other countries. But we also have some social structures within our mind that needs shifting. And this is the easiest, quickest, and most potent method I have ever seen. And it really works. Yeah.